Hey, it's Danielle here in Seattle, and today I want to talk about the Agimat scalping system and using it on some of the lower time frames. Because I know a lot of you that purchase this system, that's the reason why you got it. You want to be able to scalp on the 1 minute, maybe 5 minute, 15-minute time frames. So I just wanted to share with you another indicator that you can add that will really help you with your entry confirmations on those lower time frames. Now, I do want to clarify this. Just because I make these videos about adding additional indicators to this system does not mean that the Agimat does not work, and it does not mean that the system is not good. I love the Agimat. I think it's a great system if you know how to use it, if you know how to read it. So I wanted to share with you something that I just added to this system. All right, so right now on the screen I have GJ pulled up on the 1 minute time frame. And a quick reminder, because a few months ago everybody that purchased this system, a lot of people loved it. Then there were some people that were complaining about the white arrows repainting. The white arrows that you see here are the entry confirmation arrows. All right, so I just want to make this simple reminder. I want to remind you guys that when you purchase this system, if you go back and if you look at Dennis' video, he mentioned two key things. Well, really three. He said, as long as you follow the rules, you'll be successful with this system. All right. And some of those rules that he mentioned were, first, he said, do not use the binary option for Forex. Okay, I was hard-headed. I didn't listen to that rule because I like the white arrows. I like the entry confirmation. All right. And then the second thing that he mentioned, if you remember, he says, do not use it on any other time frames besides the 1 minute, because this system was designed for the 1 minute chart. All right. And so maybe that's why you get a lot of arrows repainting or whatever. I don't know. The arrows repainting was never a big issue for me because I understand price action. All right. So if you take the time out to learn and understand price action, really any indicator is just going to be an additional confirmation for you. So I don't care about the signals repainting. It never really affected me. All right. But there are a lot of people that do rely a lot on these signals. So that's why I make these videos, to show you other strategies and other indicators that you can add to this system and little techniques that you can use to make your trading simple, to simplify everything and take out some of the headaches of getting in a trade too soon, getting faked out with fake entries and things like that, and then having to experience a lot of drawdown. And I imagine that people that use the lower time frames, they're probably using bigger lot size. So that's important. You don't want something that's going to be repainting. I get it. I understand that. So that's why I just make these videos to say, hey, look, you can add the TDI, you can add the stochastic, you can add this or that. And here's a cool indicator to help you with better entry confirmations. All right. So right now I have GJ on the 1 minute. And when I first discovered the Agimat system, that's why I got it. That was appealing to me. I was like, wow, something that works on the minute and the 5 minute time frame, that's great. You can just kind of get in, get out, pip and dip. So I started using the 5 minute. I was still kind of skeptical of the 1 minute when I first got the Agimat. I started using the 5 minute, had really good results with that. And then I tried the 1 minute, but I tried it with the Forex version and I lost a couple of trades. I don't think I won any when I was demoing, to be honest with you, because the Forex was just a little bit different than the binary version. And that's why I like the binary version, because they give you those little cute white arrows for the entry confirmation. All right. So in the last video, I talked about, and I know it looks like a lot is going on this chart, doesn't it? But I will I promise you it's not really that much. It's just a lot of moving averages that I like to use. And that's another thing that I recommend. Add the things that work for you. All right, just because it works for me doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for everybody else. All right, because everybody trades different. We're looking for different setups and things like that. But the one thing we have in common is everybody wants to catch pips, right? And I stand behind this Agimat system. I think it's great. And this is my other account, so I don't have the Maxwell equation on this account. So I've added a couple of indicators that I like to use to help me identify the trend and things like that. All right. So in the last video, I talked about the ETR. I talked about the ETR1 and the ETR3. I told you I had not really tried the ETR2 yet. So it was brought to my attention by one of the members in the chat group that the ETR is probably going to be the best one. The ETR3 is the aggressive entry, which can have you enter too soon and you still will experience some drawdown. The ETR1 is the safer entry, but for me that was just a little bit too late. There was like you would miss a couple of pips before that would show up. So it was a little bit too safe, but that's just my opinion. You may like it. And then the ETR2 is kind of like the standard mode entry. And I have thrown that on the charts and been testing it out, this past week, and it does line up really nice. Okay. But anyway, we're not here to talk about those. So I just wanted to point that out because I know you see all the arrows and stuff on here. And I wanted to mention the ETR2 because I know in the last video I only talked about the version 1 and 3, the safe and the aggressive one. So this is kind of like that middle range. Can't go wrong with that. So this is the ETR2. I'm going to remove that and I'm going to talk about this indicator. Now this is my favorite indicator for entry confirmation when added to the Agimat, as far as adding something to the Agimat to give you that extra confirmation that you need. And you can see them, it's this little red dot and the little blue dot. Now the good thing about this is it doesn't repaint. So once this dot pops up, you're good. It's not going to disappear and jump around on the screen and move somewhere else. Now the downfall, just like the other ones, it will give a lot of signals. So don't try to take every little, blue buy or red sell that you see. I mean, you probably, I don't know. I'm not going to say you can, but I just don't even want to talk about that. You probably can, but I don't recommend it. All right. Okay, so this is on the 1 minute chart on GJ. And what I've noticed with the little dots, those are like my babies. I don't even really give these out. So that's another downfall about this. I'm going to show you guys how these line up so well with the Agimat system and their signals. But this indicator, now I've given out a lot of indicators to a lot of people. If you email me, I usually give it out. Now this one right here today, I'm not going to give this one out to everyone. Sorry, I'm just not. And you probably can find this indicator out there or something similar to it. I don't know, but this is something that I personally use, so I know it works. And it came with a template that I use and a system that I used when I first started trading. And I love it. And I am sure you will see how awesome these little red and blue dots are. All right. So when I'm looking to take a signal, and this is on the 1 minute chart again. So if you look at the main signals here, so I'm looking for a main signal, and then I'm looking for that to be followed up by a blue or red dot. Sometimes it will appear a little before the signal. that's okay, but just know if it does appear a little bit ahead, you're going to get a little bit of drawdown before, you know, the market starts moving in the right direction. And I've also noticed on the pullback signals. Now, some people will scalp these, and that's okay, because you can see you got the reversal. It's going to be a pullback. You got the white confirmation, but if you see before the white confirmation, you actually got the little red dot saying, hey, this is a good time to enter for the sale. And not only that, you also got price right here on this. Let me zoom in because you're probably having a hard time seeing that. Okay, that's so much better. I was struggling trying to see those little candles. All right, so the red little dot appears right after this reversal signal. And you can see price closed below the 8 also. So that's a couple of confirmations right there, entry confirmations. And then that red dot was followed up by the Agimat system. So how many pips would that be? If you would have entered on this red dot, so about 25 pips you could have caught on the 1 minute chart. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, and so this one here, it appeared before the reversal. And I will mention this, that these dots, they appear after the close of the candle. They do not appear before, after the close of the candle, which is better to me because, you know, it's a little bit safer. You know, if it was going to appear before the candle, the close of the candle, it could be a little bit riskier. Now, this was the type of signal that is really good with these little dots here. So you got the main Agimat reversal right here, followed right after that, this little red dot pops up. All right, and so if you take it at this candle here, well, let's get in with this red dot. It's going to appear after this candle, so beginning of this candle, which lines up with the white arrow. Or you may catch it somewhere up in here. Let's just say you can take it all the way down. Even if you took it down to the 50 MA, that's 12. Keep on riding it. Price broke down. You're looking at 20 pips there. So not bad. But I just want to show you how these, let me do it like this. So these are good signals. You got the main signal. Now this is really a good signal because you get all three showing up pretty much at the same time. The Agimat reversal, the little blue dot, the Agimat confirmation, entry confirmation arrow. And you could have taken that, went long on GJ for another 20 pips. And this one, as you can see, it plays out well. This is another really strong signal. Agimat, entry confirmation, boom, the red little dot. Now you could have taken this one, and I know everybody wants to know, where should I TP? And I'm going to talk about that in the next video using these black lines, these quarter points. So you can take that, set your TP a little bit before that. That's 23 pips. And on the 1 minute chart, you are kind of your own TP and stop loss. So you have to sit there and watch it. Well, you don't have to, but I would, because it just moves so fast. And if you're sitting here watching this trade, you can take this down. You can TP there, or you can see, well, oh, it broke that support. You may want to hold it. Trail your stop loss, of course, you know, and you can take it down to the next little dotted line for 48 pips. That's almost 50 pips on the 1 minute. That's a lot of pips on the 1 minute. So really nice signals. And let's look at the 5 minute, and you can see how it plays out on the 5 minute chart. It's the same thing. So this one, that time it appeared a little bit before, so you would have had a little draw down if you entered right there. But you can see on this reversal here, reversal signal, blue dot on top of the white arrow. You can take that for a quick scalp. 30 pips, easy. And again, this is a type of signal. It's going to reverse, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that little blue dot. And down here you can see the uptrend on the Keynesian fluctuation, the uptrend. So other confirmations there. And just look how the dot pops up after price closes above those moving averages. So it's a really good addition to the Agimat. 15-minute chart. Here's another good signal. You got the reversal followed by the red dot, and look how late the Agimat system confirmation signal came in. So if you went off the red dot, you would have got in early, a few pips earlier than this one here. That's 15 pips early. You got this. You could have entered another position from this signal down to here for 40 pips. Again, paying attention to these black lines and these moving averages, you see price close below. It did come back up here for a little bit. So it came back up here, which if you took this trade and you entered here, it probably came back to break even. So you probably would have been like, oh my God, it's about to reverse. But look at that red dot. If you entered here off the red dot, I mean, hopefully you probably would have closed out at 50 pips. That's good. But if you wanted to decide to hold it, so it goes down to the next zone here, that's 100 pips. But the point is, if you get in here and the trade does a small pullback, you're still in the blue. You see that? You see what I mean? So these dots are even better than these little white cute arrows. So this is something that I just recently added to the Agimat last week and was testing this out, and I really like it a lot. So next week I'm going to be looking to do some 1-minute and 5-minute scalps. Like I said, when I first got this system, that's what I started out doing, but I've gotten away from that because I've been studying, trying to get better at the harmonics and Fibonacci and quarter theories and all that good stuff. So I've been doing a lot of swing and intraday trading, but I'm gradually working my way back into scalping because I do miss it, and it is some quick, easy money. But these dots work on every time frame. Every time frame. Just look at that. See, 1, 2, 3. Take it. Ooh, 348 pips. Of course, this is on the 4-hour. Here's another good signal. 1, 2, 3. The blue dot. Get in at that blue dot. Take it. You can just take it from that zone. This little line here. 158. You broke that. Keep going. 257. It broke that. You can keep going. And these are this is what I'm going to talk about in my next video, how you can use these solid and dotted lines as potential take profit areas, you know, the quarters theory. And it has really helped me a lot. So that will be coming up in the next video. But that's it. That's all I have for this video. I just wanted to I don't have a name for this. Well, I do. It's the QMP something. These little red dots, QMP something. And like I said, this indicator I'm not going to just give out to everyone. So if you are interested in this system, and if you purchase through my link, which is going to be below this video, I will include these little dots with the Agimat. I will give them to you if you purchase through my link. And trust me, you will not be disappointed. You're going to love these little dots or balls or whatever you want to call them. They're awesome. They're great. And again, they do not repaint. So they are very reliable. You just got to be aware if there's news or anything like that. Always check the Forex news calendar to see what pairs are being impacted by, world events and things like that. All right. So again, if you do not currently have this system and you would like to grab it, there will be a link below this video. It'll take you over to my website where you can learn more about the system. If you do purchase it, just let me know and I will verify that, and then I will also, get your email, and then I can send you this little indicator to add to the system. And for those of you that already purchased the system from me, if you are currently in our chat group and you would like this indicator, send me a private message with your email address and I will email you this indicator as well. All right. So if you're already in the chat group, that means we're already connected on Facebook. So just go ahead and shoot me a DM. And if we're not connected on Facebook, you can click the link below this video, send me a friend request, and yeah, I'll get you plugged into the chat group where we just help each other catch pips. Pretty much that's it. We just help each other catch pips. We share chart analysis and signals and different indicators that work for other people. So yeah, it's a nice little community that we've started. And if you would like to be a part of that, again, just connect with me on Facebook. All right. Again, this video is I wanted to show you just another simple little indicator that you can add to make this Agimat almost perfect. It makes it damn near perfect. For me, it does. I don't know. You guys can test it out and see, but you can see how good those dots are and how they play and line up with price and, the Agimat signals. All right. Again, if you want this system, just go ahead and click the link below this video. I'll add these little dots in as a bonus. And then you can catch some pips starting next week. All right, I will see you in the next video where I am going to talk about these quarter points and how you can use those to your advantage. All right. Have a good weekend. It's Super Bowl tomorrow. I don't know. I'll probably be on the charts. My team's not in the Super Bowl, so I'll probably be doing some markups and, I don't know, watching some training videos and things like that. All right. That's my cue. Gotta go. I will see you in the next video.